Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's hitch this fuel pump up. I took it off the wall so I could hitch it up more efficiently while, easier to reach and all that nonsense. But I'm going to take a couple drags off a cigarette. I do cowboy killers myself. I don't see the reason to buy a fucking $75 pack of cigarettes when I can get a $19 pound of tobacco and roll cigarettes for 2 months. Fuck the government. As far as taxation goes, see, me myself, a little bit of an anarchist, but I do sort of, I guess, I really even don't want to say it. I understand why some people need the government. I do. But, as far as what I was saying earlier about getting free fuel, can help out, can hurt. I myself have done 5.5 years in prison for making bad decisions as a child or young adult. But, alright, so let's flip the camera around. We've got our right here, which I've already put a piece of black tubing on and got it halfway through. You want all of your junctions to go halfway through so they meet up with the metal or plastic parts directly. You don't want a chance for air bubbles. That stuff is nasty. So let's get a julienne clip on there. We'll go over to our parts box. Grab 2 julienne clips. Let's set one down. And these are flathead, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, back again. Got a julienne clip right here. Let's put that on a flat surface. And I'm going to see how I can mount my camera. And we can do this so you can see it. Leaving a little extra space on each end. Tight. Don't tighten any more than that, what you got right there, because you will pinch your tube off and you won't have any fuel line coming in. Second julienne clip going on. Pump. Remember, see your directional arrow there? That's the way the pump's going. If you mess that up, you will not get fuel to your device. Remember, a little spit or soapy water. I use spit. No reason to get anything special. Get her on there. I might have to shorten my connections because I think I might have made them too long. So let's do that real quick, actually. Didn't know what time it was. My hosing oh, there it is. Was gonna do this with the knife, but let's do it all proper. I'm gonna cut off 1/8 of an inch. push it back onto the julienne clip on and push it back onto my pump. Alright, back on the pump now. Turn it around a little bit so you'll be able to mount it proper. Let's tighten that bad scooter up. We're all good. I'm going to switch bits and put that pump right onto the wall. I might have to reposition it a couple times because I want it to be perfect, as in where I have my fuel going in through the outside of my conastoga hut. Fuel pumps mounted up. We've got the fuel line. Got some zip ties here. I'll place another zip tie on here later. I've got a zip tie right here. Tighten that up. Goes down in through my floor, then back up into the machine itself. Now let's get a hole drilled in that wall. This is going to be the hardest part because I am going to have to measure over from my hot water heater that I tore out of an old RV. And I'm going to have to measure over from here to about here. You know, down here. And have it come into it. And I might move my pump up to over here. Actually, let's do that right now. So, finding the drill bit I will use to go through my wall. I don't want it too big, and I really don't want it too small either. And I think I'll do it with the same line as my water input line right here. I'll come in about here. That's all insulation. That's good and fine. Now comes, I gotta get bundled up and go outside because it's pretty cold out now. I gotta bring the drill. I gotta bring my tubing. I've gotta bring stuff to mount the tank. I've got to bring a tape measure, and I think we'll be good after that. I'm going to pause it. Okay, we're going to try to do this quick because it is quite cold outside, and I'm not trying to freeze my balls off right now, you know, but here we go. For those of you who don't know the inside of my conastoga hut, you know, it's about 9 feet long. The originals are 6 feet long. I added another 3 feet. I've got a stove. I've got a coffee maker. I've got a microwave, fume hood for the stove. I plasticed up my vents, and I put in three emergency 12-volt lights. There is my television set, and I have a toilet underneath all my stuff. I brought the fuel in to heat up a little bit, hoping that helps out. Plus, I'm going to prime the system using a syringe, something I heard about online. Hope it works out well. So here we go. It is a mess. It's not always looking like this, but when you got to move a bunch of stuff and tear your bed out just to put a heater under it, that's what you got to do. Rope lights, a little on the porch, paint can, wood burning stove, food for the chicken, fire pit, outside summer kitchen box, rain collection unit. That will someday be my shower. I'm gonna have to turn on the light, I think. All right, how do I do this? It's lights being controlled by another app. So, flash on. Here we go. Let's go outside. Choice of drink today is Natty Daddy. High volume, and it, keeps me warm. This is a propane heater, forced air dry heat for another unit that it came out of my fifth wheel, but I don't want to use that. Being as I have to take it to the shop and spend like $150 just to see if I can get it to work. I lost power, guys, for my flashlight. I'm gonna have to do this in a few, okay? Alright, so I fixed everything. I've got a light out here, and I've got my flashlight back on. I just ran a cord through my window real quick. I have to run inside, make a measurement. Be right back. So, I have my fuel tank, and I have all the parts. I have the drill and everything. First thing I'm going to do is drill a hole from my 5.5 inches away from my water inlet, and that's where my fuel inlet is going to go. So, I'll turn around the camera. I will hopefully be able to do this. That's my water inlet, that's my water heater. I have not used that yet. Still have to get it serviced by the machine company. So 5.5 and slightly down. Scratch a little mark into it. Hopefully that'll work. Gonna measure twice, cut once. Oh, drill's getting depressed by my hand. Yeah, 5.5 inches slightly down. Measure twice, cut once, my dad always says. And to safeguard our fuel line, I brought out some tape. I'm going to wrap around both ends of my fuel line so that we do not run into any sort of issues as far as getting water in it or anything else. So, let's get out a piece of tape. Put the rest of the tape in my pocket. One end of the fuel line.